Hosted by Matt Rich. Watch the market unfold. $1 trillion tickers. Turning data to gold. $1 trillion tickers. Watch the market unfold. $1 trillion tickers. Turning data to gold. $1 trillion tickers. Watch the market unfold. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you're tuning in from around the globe, peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the $1 Trillion Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. It is Thursday, July 9th, 2026. Happy Thursday. This morning, the market is trying to push higher after fresh labor data. We'll talk about that a little bit later. The first reaction was bullish. So yes, that's wonderful. The VIX dropped at the same time. The fear and greed index is at 42. So we're still in fear, but we are closer to neutral than we are extreme fear. The 10-year Treasury Yield is elevated at 4.58%. So today's question is simple. Can buyers hold after the post-jobs data move? Or do yields, geopolitics, and mixed leadership bring pressure back into the market? I track the headlines, the data, and the market levels, so you don't have to. This show is for education and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research, but you can use this show as a foundation. Let's get into the mindset with our mantra before we get on the charts. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the wealth that I'm building for me and my family. Riches and freedom, they come to our hands. I'm the master of all I command. My learning is limitless. My earnings are too. The more I discover, the more I can do. The stock market is a machine of design, and I have the power to make that wealth mine. I am capable. I am skilled. I am bold. Blessings on the journey as the vision unfolds. All right, next, let's get into some data. Okay, so at 5:30 a.m., we had the unemployment claims come out. It was forecasted at 218K. The actual was 215K. So the claims came in slightly better than expected. That means fewer people filed for unemployment than the market was forecasting. The first reaction was positive. The VIX also dropped after that report. That tells us that initially traders liked the data. Now, the key is follow through. Does the market hold after this reaction, or does price fade after the opening bell? We also have home sales coming out at 7 a.m. and a 30-year bond auction at 10:01 a.m. But those are yellow folders, not orange or red folders, but just keep that in mind. Okay. What else we got? Google Finance is framing today as mixed, while investors are watching the Middle East tensions and rising Treasury yields. Insider Business Daily is reporting that the NASDAQ-linked strength is being held by AI and memory names, while the Dow is more muted. Micron and SanDisk are showing strength in the pre-market. Oil is holding near low to mid 70s as traders continue to watch the U.S.-Iran war developments around the Strait of Hormuz. PepsiCo is also in focus after reporting revenue that beat expectations but earnings missed, with North American weakness weighing on the report. All right, let's get into Robert Greene's daily law for today. Title, Make Them Want to Spoil You. Daily law. Wild independence has a provocative effect on us. It appeals to us, while also presenting us with a challenge. Today's law is about independence, confidence, and expectation. Robert Greene is explaining that people are drawn to those who seem self-possessed. They are drawn to people who expect more from life, not because those people beg for attention, but because their attitude creates value. For long-term investors, this connects to leadership. The strongest companies often do not beg the market for attention. They earn it. Nvidia earns attention through AI dominance. Apple earns attention through brand power and ecosystem strength. Microsoft earns attention through enterprise and cloud reach. Eli Lilly earns attention through innovation and growth. The market rewards companies that create demand, not companies that simply ask for it. For day traders, this law connects to confidence and patience. Do not chase the market like you need it to give you something. Let the price come to your levels. Let the setup prove itself. A disciplined trader does not beg for trades. A disciplined trader waits for opportunity, then executes. Confidence is not forcing. Confidence is knowing you do not need every move. Stay patient, stay disciplined. Execution over emotion. Process over prediction. Now let's get on these charts, y'all. First up, we have Nvidia, currently in the pre-market at 205.60. To the downside support, we got yesterday's high at 205.16, followed by the pre-market low at 203.83, 202.52, $200.60, 197.20. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high at 206.33, 206.50. And then we got the top of this gap, which is also the bottom of the Smart Money Concepts resistance zone at 207.72. Inside this zone, I do have a level here at 210, and then 211.40, 212.65. Next, we have Apple currently in the pre-market at 311.50. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low at 311.26, followed by 311.15. 310.10, 309.40, 308.40, 307.05. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high at 313.33, followed by 314.35. Yesterday's high 314.82, 315.45, and then the all-time high. Next, we got Google currently in the pre-market at 356.99. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low at 355.92, 353.45, 350.40, 346.35. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high at 362.61. Followed by 364.20, 365.50, and then the bottom of the Smart Money Concepts resistance zone, which starts at 367.07. Inside that zone, I do have a level here at 367.84, and then 370.65. Next, we got Microsoft currently in the pre-market at 375.34. To the downside support, we got the pre-market lows of 375. Followed by 367.45, 359.90, 355.45. To the upside resistance, we got 381.33, which is yesterday's low, followed by the pre-market high at 384.48, 385.31, which is yesterday's high, 388.20, 392.20, and 396.80. Next, we got Amazon currently in the pre-market at 239.58. To the downside support, we got 238.88, which is a pre-market low, 237.40, 233.80, 230.50, 227.85, 225.55. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high at 244.09, 244.80, 246.75, 249.70, 252.50, 256.35. Next, we got TSM currently in the pre-market at 445.99. To the downside support, we got the yesterday's high of 440.49, pre-market low of 438.39. We got the top of the Smart Money Concepts support zone at 436.14. Inside this zone, we do have some levels: 431.35, 429.50, 428.75, 425, and the bottom of the zone is 419.20. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high at 447.99, 451.80. Wow, I don't have any levels between 451.80 and let me get one more level for y'all. After 451.80, we have a 459.75 and then 467.75. Next, we got AVGO currently in the pre-market at 403.28. To the downside support, we got 398.80, 395.09, which is yesterday's high, Pre-market low at 392.67, 391, 385.06. To the upside resistance, we got 405.40. We got the pre-market high of 407.01. We are currently in the Smart Money Concepts resistance zone. The top of this zone is also our previous week high of 414.65. I think if we can break and close outside of this zone, then we can run up to this gap here at 426.50. Next, we got Tesla currently in the pre-market at 394.75. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low at 393.70, 390.51. And then we got the Smart Money Concept support zone, which starts at 387.80. Inside this zone, I got a level here at 379.30. The middle of this zone is 378. The bottom of this zone is 368. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high at 398.43, 399.63, 401.90, 410.10, 420. Next, we got Meta Platforms looking really bearish here in the pre-market. Currently at 579.36. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low of 577.78, 575.50, 571.80, 568.85. And then this gap will be filled at 565.60. Underneath the gap, I do have 564.50. And then the top of our Smart Money Concept support zone at 555.50. To the upside resistance, we got 591.65, 598, 605, 610.84, which is the pre-market high, 616, 622.85, 628.28. Next, we got MU currently in the pre-market at $1,010. Looks like it's back over 1,000. This thing is so volatile. To the downside support, we got 992. Then inside this gap, we got the pre-market low at 970.31, followed by 960, 950, and then the bottom of this gap is 942.15. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high of 1,013, followed by 1,014, 1,032, 1,049, 1,066. Next, we got SpaceX currently in the pre-market at 151.36. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low of 149.23, followed by 147.10, 145.20. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high 152.17, 152.93, 153.10, 155.05. Next, we got Eli Lilly currently in the pre-market at $1,210. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low at 1,204, 1,194, 1,174. I know that's a big gap. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high of 1,215, 1,227, 1,237. And Berkshire B currently in the pre-market, $494.76. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low, $494.33. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high, $496.87. Next, we got SPY currently in the pre-market at $747.41. To the downside support, we got yesterday's high, $746.15. Pre-market low, $745.40, $743.45, $740.60, $739.51. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high is $748.42, $749.35, $751.30, $752.40, $754. Next, we got QQQ currently in the pre-market at $718.03. To the downside support, we got $716.15. We got the pre-market low at $713.94, $712.26, $707.55, $706.40. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high at $719.24, $721, $724.60, $730.80. Next, we got IWM currently in the pre-market at $294.98. The downside support, we got 293.92, 293.32, which is the pre-market low, 292.40, 291, 290.68, 289.85. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high at 295. Yesterday's high 295.10, 295.50, 296.75, 297.80. The VIX is currently $16.75. The 10-year Treasury Yield note is 4.57%. Gold is at $4,117 an ounce. Bitcoin is at $62,790. Ethereum is at $1,748. All right, so that's it, y'all. Set your alerts. Nobody put in the comments that you want the futures numbers, so I won't be putting that unless you put it in the comments or send me in a DM. Shout out to everybody on YouTube Live. You know how we like to end the show.
It don't happen overnight, and there's gonna be moments when it's really, really frustrating, and there's gonna be moments when it's really, really inspiring and empowering. And if you get too high off the highs and too low off the lows, you're gonna take yourself on a ride that's very uncomfortable. I think it's just about being committed to the work and appreciating it, when it's good, and not stressing too bad when it's bad. Just appreciating the work and staying focused on showing up every day.
Chase excellence, never chase money. Why? Because money has an incredible way of finding excellence. Did you chase excellence and not money? Do you have the intellectual curiosity to learn everything you can about this incredible industry and master it? Become the smartest person in the room. Have you mastered it?
Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom.